Hey everyone, and welcome to World Heritage Journey, where today we're at the Historic Centre of Vilnius in Lithuania. So today we're in Vilnius, capital city of Lithuania and home to an incredible cultural heritage. The city was founded in the early 14th century by the Grand Duke of Lithuania, a man named Gediminas, and it quickly grew to become one of the most important cities of northeastern Europe. There's an incredible legacy here of buildings and some fantastic tales from history as well, and I'm really excited to have a look. Let's check it out. So as I mentioned, the city was founded by the Grand Duke of Lithuania, a man named Gediminas, and it's on the hill behind me where he built his first wooden fortifications after an iron wolf came to him in a dream and told him to build his city right here. Now, in the early 15th century, the wooden fortifications were replaced with brick ones, and the castle gradually expanded into the large city that we have today. The tower that you can see behind me, known as Gediminas' Tower in honor of King Gediminas, well, that's actually a reconstruction. It was built in the 1990s. Behind me is the Church of St. Anne, and it's one of the most beautiful and unusual buildings in the entire city. It dates from around 1500 and it was done in a flamboyant Gothic style using entirely bricks, which is very unusual. Now what's fascinating is that it hasn't really changed that much since it was built, although the bell tower you can see actually dates from the 1870s and was just built in an imitation style. Now apparently when Emperor Napoleon came here during his war against Russia in 1812, he looked at the church and said he would like to carry it away to Paris in the palm of his hand. So this is Pilier Street, and it's the heart of the Old Town here in Vilnius. This is the main street of the medieval Old Town, and it runs from the castle in the background all the way to the main city gate. And it really retains its medieval feel despite all of the restaurants and tourist shops. There's some really fascinating looking buildings here as well. It's very impressive. Behind me you can see the presidential palace, and this is where the president of Lithuania officially resides. Now it's been a palace here since the 14th century, essentially since Vilnius was founded, though the palace then was a bishop's palace. Over the centuries it's been changed and modified, destroyed and rebuilt, and it's been used by many different people as well, including Russian Tsars and Emperor Napoleon of France as well. The current building actually dates from the 1820s when it was reconstructed in the Russian Empire style. Behind me you can see Vilnius Cathedral, and it's the heart of the city's Roman Catholic population. It was finished in 1783 and it's dedicated to St. Stanislaus and St. Vladislav. Now this is where the Grand Dukes of Lithuania would be crowned and in many cases buried as well. And it's a really beautiful building done in the neoclassical style. And so we come to the final stop, and it's known as the Gate of Dawn, the last surviving gate in the city wall here in Vilnius. Now it contains a chapel, as you can see, which I think is highly unusual, and there's actually a service going on right at the moment, which is fascinating. and it's been a really interesting city to visit. There's a very eclectic mix of old and new buildings and a lot of culture here as well, and some fascinating history. But that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Joel on the road, and I'll see you at the next World Heritage Site.